starts off at the beginning, which is the Jacaranda.
Okay.
Where they first played as the Beatles.
Is
right here now.
Is Ye Old Crack around that? Nearby that?
Well,
Ye Old Crack?
yeah, not far away. When I start telling the story, you can see how it all happened. What had happened in the beginning was there was the Jacaranda, there was the art school, which was all within 3 months of 3 minutes of walking distance. Just pull up anywhere here. On the left? On the left, yeah, because this is Jacaranda. Oh, I have, you know this friend Bob Wooler?
Yeah.
And when he does a tour, he organises, he's a drinking man, he organises his tour to all the pubs. And he said, well, and he's got this, I think this talking makes you thirsty. May I suggest we go in here for a little inebriation?
Smart man.
He's brilliant. Pity you missed him, you know, yeah.
That's great.
The Jacaranda is closed now. It's been closed for 2 years. There's some sort of problems with fire exits and things like that. But it's in the process of being reopened, yes. When I opened it, it was known as the Black Hole Cutter, because we had this tiny basement which went from there to here and went back, and the only fire escape we had, this when it was a traditional house and they used to have coal, they used to drop, this was like a grid, and they used to throw the coal, and so that was our exit, you know, if there was a fire. We had a step ladder going in there.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, there's great exciting days here. Now why the Jacaranda is famous was that I was a promoter. I put on the Eddie Cochran and Gene Vincent show in Liverpool, but Eddie Cochran died tragically. So I had to supplement it with Liverpool groups. That's the only time that the Merseybeat was ever exposed in Liverpool, when I did it with Larry Parks, you know, who had all the big stable of So how I come to meet the Beatles was after the show, the Beatles, I've got photographs of the Beatles in the audience. So when they came back, the only time I knew about the Beatles that the art college was just around the corner, they used to play truant from the art college, and I got them to decorate the ladies' toilets and things like that. And that's the first money I ever paid them, was for decorating the ladies' toilets. But then it became their regular haunt here. All the groups, just up the road there, was our local labour exchange. In those days it was called sort of rock and dough. So when they'd been paid their unemployment benefit, they all used to come here, because this was the inn coffee bar. There was no alcohol in those days. All the clubs were all dry. And because I had this basement doing nothing in the daytime, I used to let all the groups, you know, practice for free. And that was the magic for the Beatles, because if they wanted, because they were not in on the scene, they used to do the local Saturday night hop at the college, but they wanted to break out. So I was sort of the maestro, the entrepreneur. I was like the little tin god, so that's why they used to hang around here. So we'll go on now and I'll show you the rest of it.
I was reading, they never paid for anything, right? They always just rubbing everything for free.
Because all the girls loved them, say they were all getting free coats. And the main stable diet was bacon butties.
What is a bacon butty?
Oh, it's just bacon on toast. And also we used to have, this is how poor they were in those days, that if you had toast, it was like a penny. But if you had jam on it, it was, you know, half a penny extra. And they used to row saying, I can't afford fucking jam on the toast. Look at them now, this pub is the Marlborough. Because we were not licensed for drinks, this was the pub. Before the grapes where I met you, this used to be the favourite haunt. Because all the coffee bar clubs, the cabin and everything, was locked.
Are the basements still painted the same?
Oh, there's a couple of the paintings just left. Because when I sold this, the guy who bought it boarded it up, the walls. Because all the oxygen was painted on the walls, so he didn't want that. So he put, you know, like struts and put hardboard. So the paintings were still behind. And when it was opened again about 4 years ago, they took the hardboard off. There were a few of the paintings, a bit dilapidated, they're still there, you know.
Yeah, from the moisture and stuff.
From the moisture, because a lot of it is ruined. There's just certain things which you can pick out.
Yeah.
You know, probably where it was dry.
Don't bang your seat. I tell you. Okay.
So we're going to the top of this road, and I'll show you the Blue Angel. This is when they did their first audition to be professionals with a guy called Larry Ponce.
He was the big promoter at the time, right?
Larry Ponce, he was the only promoter from London, yeah.
Who played drums with him when they auditioned there? Was it
Tommy Moore, but
Tommy
he never
Moore.
turned up, so Johnny Hutchinson did it from the Big Three. I think I'm going to increase my fee because you're getting more than your 50 quid worth. Yeah. I'm not joking. That's a dirty laugh. You're sinister. Yeah, pull it here. Pull it. Go on the curb because it's quite noisy around here now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Running the whole time, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is where they did the audition?
Yeah, it's changed a bit. And then when I tell you I did the rock and roll show with Eddie Cochran and Gene Vincent, Eddie Cochran couldn't do it because he'd had this car crash. And so I was opening this Blue Angel club because the law had changed. We could have an alcoholic club now, see? So in the construction, Larry Pond wanted me to audition all the Liverpool groups because he was knocked out by them. And he wanted them, a Liverpool group, to be the backing group for Billy Fury, who was a rock and roll star of the 50s. And the Beatles auditioned there, and then they got the audition, but Stuart Sutcliffe, there were 5 Beatles, Stuart was the 5th Beatle. And Stuart didn't fool, Larry Pons, because he had his back turned, and he said, right, you've got the job, but you have to get rid of Stuart Sutcliffe. But such was the relationship of John and Stuart, because they shared a flat together in town and everything. And John admired Stuart Sutcliffe's artwork. And he said, without John, even those days, he must have some foresight that they were going to make it without just being a backing group. For Neil, it was total amazement because Billy Fury was the #1 star in the country, and for a group who only played at the art college, once a week, to have turned down that job, I thought, you're fucking crazy, But still, they were right. I was wrong, As time has proved.